to make longer and longer chains, which then allow your tasting profile to feel smoother, softer. You taste the fruits more. You start to get complexity that in the early wine was just acidic and tight, and now smooth, and new flavors actually start to show up. When you taste wine, it's actually a tactile process where you feel the shape of these molecules. That's how they've invented artificial sweetener. They actually cheat the brain into thinking this is a sugar when it's really just a molecule that feels like sugar. And so when you go and you taste leather or taste licorice or taste these flavors in a wine, what is happening is the molecules have started to form that remind you of the shape of these molecules that you might taste the espresso in a coffee. That molecule tastes like it's in your wine, but it really isn't in the wine. It's just a tannin molecule that has a similar shape. And so these form over time. So that 2.5 to 3 year process of getting the wine aged in a barrel, and then again aged sometimes in your bottle over the period of a couple years, allows these molecules to form. And that's where that complexity comes, and the softness of the tannins start to mellow out. So we're excited about now, after 4 years in the business, you start your winery. 2 years later, you've started your second vintage. 3 years later, you're doing your third vintage. And then by year 4, you've now introduced your first year product. So it's in a long period of time and process that is unusual in today's fast-paced world of making a product, where in software you might write your code and then 3 months later people are using it, where this is 3 to 4 years before people are actually enjoying it. But it is worth it at the end when you're sitting down at a table and people are saying, oh, I like what I get out of this wine. And those are fun because everybody's palate is so different. People get different elements from the same glass. So it's been a lot of fun to learn how people perceive your product. And we hope several years from now we'll find even new things in old wines that we've done.